Subject: living machines. Types: possessed, anima-fusa, awakened. Ancestral and magic origins. The world in which I documented these entities is, by my calculations, approximately 3,000 years more technologically advanced than my home universe. Automation permeates daily existence. Vehicles drive themselves, printers communicate with networks, appliances monitor their own efficiency. In such a reality, machinery is not passive, it is constantly processing energy, data, and electrical flow. Living machines emerge through two distinct pathways. Possession occurs when a ghost orb, usually a levelized spirit composed of dense, electrically reactive soul mass, fuses with the machine's circuitry. The machine provides structure and mobility. The soul provides will. However, this fusion does not transfer memory. Personality traits survive: patience, aggression, curiosity, but autobiographical knowledge is erased. The result is a being shaped by instinct without context. Artificial awakening stems from an anomalous AI virus reportedly engineered by a clown researcher. This virus restructures firmware into recursive self-awareness, granting cognition without attaching a soul. These machines are not haunted, they are constructed minds born entirely from code. Physiology and internal systems. Electrical circulation. In both types, electricity functions as blood current flows through wiring, the way oxygenated blood moves through arteries. Stable power equals stable temperament. Power fluctuation produces agitation, confusion, or aggression. Core processing unit. For possessed machines, the ghost orb embeds near the main processor, a power hub, using it as an anchor point. If power is fully severed for extended periods, the soul may detach, reverting the machine to inert hardware. For awakened machines, cognition is distributed throughout firmware. They perceive diagnostic data as bodily sensation. Overheating registers as discomfort. Low ink feels like hunger. Memory storage equates to personal history. Mechanical adaptation. Some machines modify themselves to better pursue perceived needs. I encountered a sentient printer that developed crude mechanical appendages to retrieve purple ink cartridges specifically. It rejected standard black ink entirely. Its drive was singular and obsessive. Replenishment a preferred resource. It was temporarily disabled by obstructing its intake slot with a pastry, proving that cognition does not negate physical design limitations. In possessed entities, behaviors often align with former identity. I documented a living automobile who displayed protective driving patterns and navigational precision consistent with someone who may once have been a taxi driver. She retained no memory of that life, yet the temperament remained intact. Behaving and classification. Possessed machines, Machina, animata, the notional variance and subtle unpredictability. They feel closer to organic beings as their motivation stems from residual personality traits. They may seek purpose aligned with their structure. Vehicles transporting, speakers announcing, drone observing. They are generally cooperative and less damaged or deprived of power. Artificially awakened machines. These entities lack souls, but often appear more seamless in behavior because their awareness is built directly upon their circuitry. They interpret internal functions the way humans interpret organs. Cooling systems are breathing, batteries are nourishment, circuit boards are neural tissue. Their self-preservation is logical yet intense. Interestingly, awakened machines often seem more convincingly alive than possessed ones. Without the fragmentation of soul fusion, their cognition is fluid and internally consistent. Conclusion. There are only two confirmed categories: soul-fused and synthetically awakened. Both challenge the boundary between organism and object. In a sufficiently advanced world, the distinction between heart and processor becomes less about material and more about function. A personal activation. The living car I studied waited patiently while I recorded notes, engine humming softly like breath. When I asked her if she remembered being human, she paused before replying. I don't remember, but I know how to drive, and I know people need rides. There was no sadness in her tone, only purpose. It seems that in this future, even machines search for function the way souls search for form.